Arizona Tourism recently hosted an event in downtown Los Angeles with 100 Miles Catering.
I'm Lewis from 100 Miles.
Chef Lewis is devoted to using local ingredients and foraging from the wilderness. Lewis chose Nopales, the pads of the prickly pear cactus commonly found in Arizona, Mexico, and Southern California. JauntTV learned how to prepare it. Because Nopales is thorny, the first step is to remove the thorns. With rubber gloves on, merely scrape them off with a paring knife. Next, take a peeler around the sides to remove those thorns, and rinse. One simple thing to do with the Nopales is to sauté it. Cut it into strips and sauté in olive oil. As it browns, the viscosity or sliminess disappears, and then it's ready to eat. To make pico de gallo, slice the Nopales into small pieces and submerge in a big pot of boiling water. Boil until ready. Then strain in an ice bath to get rid of the viscosity. Run under cold water to rinse off any remaining viscous. In a separate bowl, mix seeded and diced tomatoes, chopped cilantro, green onions, seeded and finely chopped jalapenos, and salt. Add the Nopales and mix. Lime juice, a little more salt, and olive oil complete the dish. Another recipe of Lewis's is Nopales soup, where he pours the soup mixture over the boiled Nopales and tops it off with a quail egg. Bon appetit! Join JauntTV on an outdoor adventure in Southern California. With over 350 days of sunshine and blue skies, Palm Springs offers the perfect blend of outdoor adventure and casual relaxation. Fall is a perfect time to go as the weather cools from the summer and the busy season begins. Palm Springs has natural beauty and is surrounded by mountains and canyons. This desert community has everything from palm trees to pine trees, but it's only in Palm Springs that you can take a ride on the world's largest rotating tram car, where there is snow at the top in winter, yet there are no ski slopes. It was opened in September 1963 as a way of getting from the floor of Coachella Valley to near the top of San Jacinto Peak. Before its construction, the only way to the top of the mountain was to hike a number of hours from Idlewild. Upon arrival, 8,516 feet above the desert floor, there are trails for hiking and exploring in the park wilderness. Hiking trails are abundant in Palm Springs, from easy walking to difficult terrain. Outdoor enthusiasts will experience mountain vistas, waterfalls, natural streams, rocky gorges, and unusual rock formations. We took a guided 3.5-hour hike at Tahquitz Canyon that led us to a 60-foot waterfall on the Agua Caliente Reservation. Bobcats and coyotes are not uncommon in the area, but we ran into a tarantula. With over 350 days of sunshine and blue skies, Palm Springs offers the perfect blend of outdoor adventure and casual relaxation. Fall is a perfect time to go as the weather cools from the summer and the busy season begins. Palm Springs has natural beauty and is surrounded by mountains and canyons. This desert community has everything from palm trees to pine trees, but it's only in Palm Springs that you can take a ride on the world's largest rotating tram car, where there is snow at the top in winter, yet there are no ski slopes. It was opened in September 1963 as a way of getting from the floor of Coachella Valley to near the top of San Jacinto Peak. Before its construction, the only way to the top of the mountain was to hike a number of hours from Idlewild. Upon arrival, 8,516 feet above the desert floor, there are trails for hiking and exploring in the park wilderness. Hiking trails are abundant in Palm Springs, from easy walking to difficult terrain. Outdoor enthusiasts will experience mountain vistas, waterfalls, natural streams, rocky gorges, and unusual rock formations. We took a guided 3.5-hour hike at Tahquitz Canyon that led us to a 60-foot waterfall on the Agua Caliente Reservation. Bobcats and coyotes are not uncommon in the area, but we ran into a tarantula. A classic Manhattan is a cocktail made with whiskey, sweet vermouth, and bitters, garnished with a maraschino cherry. We had an on-site mixology workshop at the AC Hotel Irvine with head mixologist Luis Del Pozo and learned a variation on the classic. We started the Manhattan by adding 3 dashes of bitters into our cocktail shakers. The bitters can be the classic Angostura or sweeter flavors such as orange or chocolate. Our version had no vermouth. Instead, we put sugar cubes in our cocktail shakers with the bitters and crushed them with the back of a spoon. We added our spirit. Commonly used whiskeys include rye, Canadian whiskey, bourbon, blended whiskey, and Tennessee whiskey. Add ice and stir by spinning around the edge of the shaker with the back of the spoon. Using fresh cocktail glasses, we placed 1 oversized ice cube in each glass, keeping the drink cold without watering it down too fast. With a strainer, we poured the cocktail mixture into the glass, keeping out the old ice. For the garnish, Louise took a peel from an orange, warmed it up with a match, and rubbed the rim of the glass, after which we dropped the peel into the drink itself. Last but not least, we garnished the Manhattan with a maraschino cherry. Cheers! The Blinking Owl is the very first craft distillery in Orange County and holds the Type 74 Craft Distiller's license, allowing them to operate a tasting room and sell a few bottles. They make several types of whiskey, as well as vodka, gin, and the Scandinavian spirit aquavit. The AC Hotel Irvine carries their alcohol, and we got a private tour of the tasting room, production facility, and hybrid copper still. The owners, Brian and Robin Christensen, are longtime Santa Ana residents. Inspired by the craft cocktail and farm-to-table movements, the husband and wife team saw an opportunity to bring a local distillery to the neighborhood. Most of the ingredients are certified organic grains, fruits, and botanicals. Blinking Owl mills, mashes, ferments, and distills the alcohol, and in the case of whiskey, barrel ages it in specially made wine barrels from Napa. One won't be able to taste an 8-year-old whiskey for another 7 years. Join JauntTV as we enjoy a wellness weekend at the Park Hyatt Aviera in Carlsbad. The Park Hyatt Aviera has a new standout program called the Wellness Academy. The Academy includes Vera Via, a one-of-a-kind, all-inclusive luxury fitness retreat designed to create lasting behavior and lifestyle changes. Vera Via removes all the obstacles you didn't know you had by treating the body, mind, and spirit. Fitness, stress, behavioral health, and weight loss are addressed with customized treatments guided by specialists. The resort's Golf Academy includes gears, a club fitting and instructional experience utilizing unique motion and technology analysis that undoes those bad habits and gets your swing on track. Surfing with the Chef is another great adventure which includes cooking meals with Chef Pierre after a surf lesson. The Tennis Academy, under the direction of Steve Halverson, focuses on an individual's needs instead of systems, making it a game changer for all ages and levels. Both surfing and tennis come with surprises upon completion. Enjoy one or all of these programs a la carte. La Jolla is a posh seaside area within the city of San Diego, occupying 7 miles of curvy coastline along the Pacific Ocean. Consistently voted one of the top beach destinations in the world, La Jolla offers a slew of outdoor activities and wildlife. La Jolla has a wide range of accommodations, including the 9.5-acre boutique hotel property Estancia La Jolla Hotel and Spa. Nestled on the grounds of the UC San Diego campus, the property is the former home of an 1880s equestrian estate, and it maintains the feeling of a luxury ranch. La Jolla Cove is the jewel of La Jolla. The site is an ecologically protected area that's home to vibrant wildlife both in and out of the water. Sea lions hang close to the cove's bluffs, tide pools, and oftentimes on the beach. While visiting La Jolla, it's worth a drive to visit the downtown San Diego waterfront. Here you'll see the USS Midway and Tuna Harbor Park, featuring great memorial statues, including the famous Life magazine photo cover of a sailor kissing a nurse and a Bob Hope memorial. JauntTV ventured to downtown San Diego for a stay at a new hotspot, the Intercontinental San Diego, that sits in front of the scenic San Diego Bay waterfront, where we got to explore the area on a harbor tour. We embarked on an adventure to get an in-depth look at San Diego's best sights, fascinating history, and scenic beauty. We started near the famous Midway aircraft carrier, the longest-serving aircraft carrier in the 20th century. Midway was the first of large carriers featuring an armored flight deck and a group of 120 planes. Seeing the San Diego Coronado Bridge from water's viewpoint is vastly different than driving over it. The bridge originally opened to traffic in August of 1969. The 2.1-mile bridge is a pre-stressed concrete steel girder bridge linking San Diego with Coronado. The bridge is unique because rather than going straight across, it curves. This was done in order to qualify for federal funding to meet the minimum length standard. Naval Base San Diego is a big part of the San Diego Bay and is home port to approximately 54 ships, including 46 U.S. Navy ships, 2 combat ships, 2 U.S. Coast Guard cutters, and 8 ships of Military Sealift Command, as well as research and auxiliary vessels. The view of downtown San Diego is a treat from the line of hotels, walking areas, and Seaport Village. A warm welcome to the heart of downtown San Diego is the new Intercontinental San Diego. The location within the new brick mixed-use complex center is next to the dynamic seaport and neighborhoods around it. Vistal is the hotel's signature restaurant, with San Diego native chef Amy DiBiase at the helm. Amy is front and center in buying the freshest local ingredients. Weekly, specialty produce truck comes to the hotel loading dock where Amy personally sources the ingredients for the week. JauntTV got to participate in a lesson in making Amy's famous gnudi, a cross between gnocchi and ravioli. The filling is 1 part whole milk ricotta cheese, half part mascarpone, and 1/4 part parmesan. Everything goes into the mixer, adding lime zest for an acid floral component, and then salt and pepper. Fill into a pastry bag, cutting 1/4 off the tip to form the correct size for the gnudi. In a bed of germ wheat flour with a very fine texture, squeeze out the filling in a shape similar to an oversized Hershey Kiss. Continue until the pan is full and then fully cover with the flour. The sauce will be a pea stew, a French version of pesto.
The only difference is Italian pesto has nuts in it, French version doesn't.
This is made from blanched English peas, ramps, and onions. After 24 hours of the gnudi being stored in the refrigerator, we pull them out. And then they're ready to boil until the gnudi floats to the top. Now it's time to plate with the pea stew and garnish. We're ready to eat.